Some games don't get the same level of attention as AAA titles, which is why they end up being underrated. In this video, I'm going to cover 27 different games, each offering a completely unique experience. If you're ready, let's get started.
So, ready for your first day?
Abiotic Factor. Imagine Half-Life mixed with survival crafting. That's exactly what Abiotic Factor feels like. You play as scientists trapped in an underground research facility in 1993. The game supports up to 6-player co-op. Paranormal entities, interdimensional portals, and armed soldiers are everywhere. But here's the twist. You're scientists, not soldiers, so you have to play smart. As a scientist, you can sharpen pens and turn them into arrows, use couch cushions as armor, and the crafting system gives you complete freedom. You set traps, build laser weapons, and create tools out of office supplies, literally whatever you can think of. The base building system is very solid. The only weak point is that the combat feels a bit limited. But honestly, for a game like this, that's not a big deal. The atmosphere and gameplay completely pull you in. You should definitely give it a try. Dave the Diver. You control a diver named Dave. During the day, he dives into the ocean. At night, he runs a sushi restaurant. That's the core concept, and it's incredibly fun. During the day, you dive into the blue hole, collect fish and treasure. Every dive feels different. You upgrade your gear, explore new areas, and fight bosses. At night, you manage the restaurant, choose the menu, and serve customers. The game also has layered storytelling involving mermaids, ecological threats, and mysterious organizations. There are tons of mini-games, sushi making, job interviews, farming, and more. The pixel art is beautiful, and the music is relaxing. It was nominated for Indie Game of the Year in 2023, and that alone makes it worth trying. Before we move on to the next game, if you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss my future videos. Let's continue.
That first sight of the school gates, the scent of a leather-bound
2-Point Campus. It looks a bit like The Sims, but instead of managing people's lives, you're running an entire university. This is one of the best weekend games you can play. Grab your coffee or tea and start building your campus from the ground up. Honestly, this is one of the games I've had the most fun with because you can design your university in the most absurd ways possible. Wizardry schools, robotics campuses, night academies, whatever you can imagine. You control the layout of classrooms, student lounges, libraries, even the bathrooms. Proper placement matters. Student happiness, education quality, and events all play major roles. There's so much to do, and if you want to try this type of game, I highly recommend starting with this one. You won't regret it. Breathedge. Survival in space, but with comedy. You're on a spaceship, transporting your grandfather's coffin when a disaster happens, and you're left trying to survive in the wreckage. At first, you have nothing, and you must carefully manage your oxygen. The crafting system gets absurd in the best way. You can literally build a motor using a chicken. The story constantly breaks the fourth wall and leans heavily into humor. As you progress, you upgrade your equipment to travel deeper into space. The graphics are impressive, and you truly feel like you're floating in the vacuum. It's single-player and fairly relaxed in pace. If you're looking for a space survival game but don't want something too serious, Breathedge is perfect for you. The first Berserker, Khazan. This hack-and-slash game from Nepal includes Souls-like elements and tells the revenge story of a warrior named Khazan. The combat system is easily the game's strongest aspect. It has the difficulty and weight of a Souls-like, but you also get the speed and fluidity of a hack-and-slash game. Dodge timing is crucial. There's a skill system with an upgradable talent tree that lets you strengthen your weapons and abilities. Of course, some bosses won't make things easy. It all depends on how well you play. The graphics are impressive and match the game's dark style perfectly. It released in early 2025 and isn't widely known yet, but it's a high-quality experience. The Riftbreaker. Tower defense meets base building, meets action RPG, and as someone who loves tower defense, I absolutely love this game. You play as a mech pilot building a colony on an alien planet. You gather resources, expand your base, and defend against waves of alien creatures. The mech weapon variety is great. Flamethrowers, railguns, rockets, you customize your build however you want. Base defense is strategic. Turret placement and wall design really matter. It features both campaign and survival modes. The graphics are detailed, and alien biomes are colorful and vibrant. Performance optimization is excellent. It feels like a mix of Factorio and StarCraft. If you enjoy RTS or tower defense games, you should definitely give this one a chance. Brotato. You play as a potato-shaped character fighting off waves of enemies coming at you from all directions. It's a bullet heaven game in the style of Vampire Survivors, but with stronger roguelite elements. After each wave, you buy new weapons and items. Runs last around 20 minutes, and they fly by. Different characters offer completely different playstyles: tank, fast attacker, summoner, and more. Synergy is key. Combine the right items and builds to become unstoppable. Or, if you want, just run 6 sticks or 6 swords and go full chaos, because every run feels feels different with each character. You can easily spend over 50 hours in this game. But be careful, it's seriously addictive. Quantum Break, Remedy Entertainment's time manipulation third-person shooter. You can stop time or slow it down, and combat revolves around these abilities. Freeze enemies, dash through space, and use time bombs to control the battlefield. The story is complex, filled with time paradoxes and corporate conspiracies. It has Remedy's signature narrative style, including live-action cutscenes that feel like a mini TV show. Actors like Shawn Ashmore and Aidan Gillen appear in the game. The graphics were stunning in 2016 and still hold up well today. At key junction points, you make decisions that change how the story unfolds. If you enjoyed Control or Alan Wake, you should definitely play Quantum Break.
I keep having this dream.
Prey, Arcane Studios' immersive sim masterpiece. You're surviving aboard the Talos 1 space station against alien creatures called Typhon. The mimics can transform into any object, a cup, a chair, even a book. The paranoia is intense. Through the Neuromod system, you gain abilities like psionic powers, hacking skills, and combat upgrades. The freedom of playstyle is incredible. You can solve every problem in multiple ways. The level design is brilliant, very Metroidvania-inspired, with shortcuts unlocking as you progress. There are multiple endings. The detailed Art Deco space station design feels unique and memorable. If you love BioShock or System Shock, you'll absolutely enjoy Prey. It's one of the best immersive sims ever made. Darksiders, developed by Vigil Games. Darksiders is an action-adventure hack-and-slash game. You play as War, one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, who is betrayed during the end of the world. Seeking revenge, you journey to the Destroyer's lair. The dungeon design feels inspired by Zelda. Puzzles, bosses, and new items unlocking progress. Combat is similar to God of War, with combos and brutal executions. The post-apocalyptic Earth atmosphere is powerful. Using the scythe feels incredibly satisfying. It features Metroidvania-style progression, where new abilities allow you to revisit and unlock older areas. The art style makes you feel like you're inside a comic book, and whether you're exploring cities or caves, everything is beautifully designed. After Darksiders 1, you can play Darksiders 2, and we'll just pretend Darksiders 3 doesn't exist. Skate Story. Yes, you skateboard as a glass demon. You heard that right. To escape from other demons, you must perform tricks. The art direction is surreal. Neon lights, geometric landscapes, and vaporwave aesthetics. The atmosphere constantly shifts, blending different visual styles that keep you curious about what's coming next. You might think it's just a skateboard game, but it's much more than that. The feeling of skating is surprisingly realistic, and the gameplay never gets boring. If you're looking for something unique and different, definitely give this one a try. Slime Rancher. At first glance, it looks like a children's game, but in Slime Rancher, you explore an alien planet collecting slimes, feeding them, and selling their plorts. Each slime type is different: pink, tabby, rock, crystal, and more. You can combine them to create Largo slimes. But be careful, dangerous tar slimes can form and destroy everything. Honestly, I've lost all my slimes more than once because of that. Exploration is rewarding, with hidden areas and treasure pods scattered across the world. You manage your ranch by building enclosures, planting gardens, and raising chickens. The story is minimal, but told through lore notes. The graphics are colorful and charming. It's casual, relaxing, and surprisingly addictive. There's no co-op, but as a solo experience, it's incredibly satisfying. Sunset Overdrive. In Sunset Overdrive, Insomniac's Xbox-exclusive action game. It's the year 2027, and an energy drink has turned people into mutants. You grind on rails, run across walls, zipline through the air, and hunt enemies in constant motion. The movement system is incredibly fluid. You're not meant to stand still, ever. The weapons are completely absurd. Teddy bear launcher, freeze bomb, acid sprinkler. It's pure chaos. The humor is self-aware and genuinely funny. Character customization is deep, and there's an 8-player co-op mode, though I didn't have that many friends, so I played solo. The soundtrack is packed with punk rock and alternative tracks. The visuals are colorful and cartoony. It came to PC in 2018. It's underrated because it launched as an Xbox One exclusive, and many people still don't even know about it. Thank goodness you're here. This game feels like you're playing inside a British absurd comedy. You explore a small English town called Barnsworth, completing bizarre tasks. The hand-drawn animation style is completely unique. Every character speaks with a thick accent. The missions are pure nonsense, rescuing sausages, fixing clogged toilets, and more. You can interact with almost everything you see on screen. It's short, but if you think of it like a comedy film, it's guaranteed laughter. The voice acting is excellent, and the comedic timing is perfect. If you enjoy Monty Python or British sitcoms, you'll absolutely love this. Honestly, playing it side by side with friends makes it even funnier. Styx, Master of Shadows. You play as a goblin thief in this fully stealth-focused game. You're extremely weak in combat, and that's exactly what makes it meaningful. You must stay hidden. The vertical level design is fantastic. Climbing, ziplining, ledge grabbing, everything feels precise. You can create clones of your goblin to distract enemies or solve puzzles. With your amber vision, you track guards and patrol routes. Set in a medieval fantasy world, you sneak through massive castles without ever being seen. It can be challenging at times, but Styx is a hidden gem that absolutely deserves more attention. The Entropy Centre. Think Portal mixed with the Talos principle. Your time manipulation gun can rewind objects. The puzzles revolve entirely around this mechanic. A box falls, rewind time, climb on top of it. The story is sci-fi focused, you need to save Earth. Your AI companion Astra guides you through the facility. The level design is clever, and the difficulty increases gradually. The visuals are clean, with a facility design similar to Portal. The music is atmospheric. It's a 6 to 8 hour experience with some strong twists. If you finished Portal 2 and want something similar, the Entropy Centre is exactly what you're looking for.
Unless I get there first.
Deathloop, Arcane's time loop shooter. You play as Colt, an assassin reliving the same day. Your goal is to eliminate 8 targets in a single day. Each loop, you gather information and use it in the next one. It's an immersive sim, meaning you can approach objectives in multiple ways. Slab powers grant supernatural abilities like teleportation, linking enemies, and shifting through space. The gunplay is some of Arcane's best. The 1960s retro-futuristic aesthetic is stylish, with a jazz and funk soundtrack. The story unfolds with each loop and includes major twists. There's also Juliana's multiplayer invasion mechanic, where another player can enter your game. Personally, I recommend playing it mostly single player. Another Crab's Treasure, a Souls-like, but you play as a crab. Jokes aside, you control a small crab named Krill, who uses trash as armor. The combat follows classic Souls-like mechanics: dodge, parry, stamina management. All of it matters. The underwater world looks colorful and wholesome, but the difficulty is very real. The shell system is unique. Plastic bottles, tin cans, cups, each shell gives different abilities. Boss designs are creative and memorable. The story touches on environmental pollution without being preachy. The visuals are cute, but the challenge is serious. There's also an assist mode with options like infinite stamina and reduced damage, making it accessible. If traditional Souls games feel too serious, this is a more playful alternative. Kill Knight, a top-down arena shooter that's ultra-fast-paced. Waves of demons rush toward you and you slice through them. There's a combo system. The higher your combo, the higher your score. Movement is quick: dash, dodge, jump. While there are ranged weapons, melee combat is the focus. Arenas are compact and the action is intense. Runs are short, around 10-15 minutes, perfect for quick sessions. It features a 3D low-poly aesthetic rather than pixel art. The soundtrack is heavy metal. The difficulty is high and demands fast reaction time. If you love Doom Eternal but want a top-down version, Kill Knight is perfect for you. Factorio, the king of factory building games. From a 2D top-down perspective, you build massive automated factories on an alien planet. Conveyor belts, production chains, automation. Everything must be optimized. At first, you craft things manually. Later, robots handle almost everything for you. Alien creatures attack periodically, so you must build defenses. It supports multiplayer co-op, so you and your friends can build a mega factory together. The mod support is incredibly strong, with major overhauls like space exploration and Crestorio. If you've played Satisfactory and love efficiency and optimization, you're going to love Factorio even more.
A new crime wave that is sweeping Detroit.
RoboCop Rogue City. Taeyeon's RoboCop game is surprisingly good. You fight crime in Detroit, taking down criminals with the iconic Auto 9 pistol, which can literally shoot through walls. The combat feels heavy but powerful. You move like a tank, exactly how RoboCop should feel. There are detailed police procedures, reading warrants, protecting civilians, making moral choices. Side missions let you explore the city more deeply. With the skill tree system, you upgrade your abilities over time. The graphics are solid, and the Detroit atmosphere is captured perfectly. The story stays faithful to the original films, and the boss fights are cinematic. If you love 80s action movies and you're a fan of the films, you should absolutely try this. Homefront: The Revolution, an open-world FPS from Dambuster Studios. You wage guerrilla warfare using IEDs, ambushes, and sabotage tactics while liberating Philadelphia district by district. The weapon customization system is unique. You can instantly modify weapons on the fly, like turning a pistol into an SMG. The Hearts and Minds system lets you win over civilians to help free each area. There's also a 4-player co-op mode with separate missions. The launch was rough, but patches fixed many issues. The dystopian story and atmosphere are strong, and the city details look great. It runs on CryEngine and features Far Cry-style outpost clearing. In the future, you might even look cool just for knowing this game exists. Castle of Alchemists. This game combines action RPG elements with tower defense mechanics. You play as a super soldier fighting enemies from other dimensions. You craft gear with randomized stats, set traps, and build defensive towers when necessary. After each run, you grow stronger, but so do the enemies. Every run becomes more intense. The pixel art is charming, with a medieval castle theme. The music fits the medieval atmosphere. It's a solo indie developer project, perfect for a lunch break. Addictive but not stressful, ideal for casual strategy fans. Baba Is You, one of the most creative puzzle games ever made. You solve puzzles by changing the rules themselves. If you turn the sentence Baba Is You into Rock Is You, you literally become the rock. Every level requires different logic. The early stages are manageable. Later ones will melt your brain. There are over 200 levels, including extremely challenging meta puzzles. The visuals are minimalist pixel art, and the music is ambient. If you enjoy lateral thinking, this game will seriously test you. Payday 2, you rob banks, jewelry stores, casinos, and more. You can go full stealth or loud and chaotic. Each heist involves planning, execution, and escape. The skill trees branch into Mastermind, Enforcer, Technician, Ghost, and Fugitive. Weapon customization is deep, with over 50 modification parts per gun. The game has been receiving updates for over 10 years, and the amount of content is massive, over 100 heists. The community is strong. Even though the graphics are aging, the gameplay still keeps players hooked. Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2, the sequel to Mercury Steam's Castlevania reboot. You play as Dracula, exploring both a modern city and a medieval castle. Combat feels similar to God of War, combos, grabs, and area attacks. You wield the Void Sword and Chaos Claws. The stealth sections were controversial, but they can be skipped quickly. Boss fights are epic, including encounters like Agrias and Rysa Volkova. The story is complex, featuring flashbacks and layered storytelling. Robert Carlyle voices Dracula, and the orchestral soundtrack was composed by Oscar Araujo. The visuals are strong, with a beautiful gothic atmosphere. It's underrated because it received mixed reviews, but if you're a Castlevania fan, you should definitely give it a chance. Supraland, a first-person puzzle platformer that feels like Zelda mixed with Portal. You play as a toy figure exploring a backyard world. It features Metroidvania-style progression. New abilities let you revisit and unlock older areas. The puzzle design is clever, with gradually increasing difficulty. Combat is simple but satisfying. There are plenty of secrets and collectibles. The humor is light and wholesome. Built in Unreal Engine 4, the visuals are colorful and clean. It was created by a single developer, David Munich. There's also the Crash DLC expansion. With around 15 to 20 hours of content, it offers great value. If you loved Portal 2 but want something more open world, Supraland is absolutely worth trying.